Tonight, there's a push in the state capitol to prevent fertility fraud. That's when a doctor uses their own sperm rather than a donor's when performing a reproductive procedure.
Right now, the practice is legal here in Michigan, but a proposed bill would require sperm banks to keep better records of donor information so people cannot be misled when they're family planning. That legislation is the result of a case out of Metro Detroit involving a doctor who reportedly fathered dozens, even possibly hundreds of children over his 40-year-long career. For years during fertility treatments, he reportedly had thrown out the sperm from the chosen donors, replacing it with his own. Dr. Philip Peven was found out when a DNA test connected him to the daughter of one of his patients who thought that she was 100% Scottish, but then found out she was Jewish as well.
That was kind of interesting in her family because nobody was Jewish in the family. So kind of traced it back to find out that mom and dad had used a fertility clinic to help them conceive or get a baby. So unfortunately, one of the doctors there was Jewish, and that kind of led to some questions about what went on. And it was actually the doctor that loaned his DNA to the couple without their knowledge. Many of these women that were inseminated unwillingly or unknowingly of what their donor was, they feel like they've been criminally assaulted.
State Representative John Roth, who you just heard from there, introduced the legislation and has gained bipartisan support. He adds the bills aren't meant to punish good doctors or medical facilities, but to put some precautions in place to help prevent this kind of fraud in Michigan.
The guardrails are to make sure that donors tell the truth. Let's start there. The donors coming in up to this point do not have to tell the truth. There's no way to verify if they're a ninth grade dropout or a Harvard graduate. So that's number one. Their punishment is civil penalties. But if we have a doctor or medical professional that are actually going into the next room and providing the DNA, that penalty is much harsher. We're talking a felony and a 15-year penalty, 15 years incarceration. So there's some pretty harsh penalties for those that are doing the most egregious behavior here.
The bills have now been referred to the House Judiciary Committee for consideration. And this hasn't only happened here in Michigan. A similar story that you may have heard of was based on a doctor out of Indiana. It was actually highlighted in a Netflix series called Our Father.
And according to local media there, the doctor and his group has paid more than $1.3 million in settlements.